Hi everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed, and I've been inking with the final fourth week of the bingo card, which is running from the 24th to the 28th. It is with Junk Journal Fix with Sunflower and Dors Facebook group, and the hashtag for the bingo cards, which I've forgotten with all the others, is hashtag JJF bingo card 4. So I'm going to do this middle line here. I'm probably not going to do anything in order. I'm just going to go with the flow as I've done things. So I will think about my first one and I'll come back. Okay, so I've done a little bit of prep and I'm going to do a floral tag with splatter for the splatter on this one. So I'm going to do that one first. I've done a bit of prepping. I've made some tags up in. I wanted a thicker one to start with because I wanted to put a print on it, but I then forgot to print on the card on the sheet that I wanted to, so I've had to cut the flower out. But we'll get there. So I don't want to use that size. I want to use this size. So I'm going to do like a floral collage type thing, and all I've done is just got some pieces of bits of paper, bits of scraps. I've distressed it to sort of look like that. So first of all, I'm just going to stick that down. Oh, I needed to fill me glue. Let's see if we can just do this one before I fill it up. So oh, yeah, that's the right one. So I sort of want to come up the middle there. I think really it would have been better for me to have printed on this and had the other half cut out. Yeah, I want it about there, I think. You get the same effect. And I already had these ones done. I just didn't have it coloured in. So that's fine. That's going to be glued down anyway. And then this piece, I want about there. I want it sort of off the end, but not by a lot. I just want that distressed look off of there. And then I want to be able to fit that. I'm going to have to bring it out a little bit. So I sort of want that on there, and then add a little bit of labels and some bits and pieces to do a bit of splatter with. So I want to do this tag though first. I need to sort of distress it up. So I just want to do the edges, and I'm picking this one in Sand Dune. It's a lovely colour actually. Miss P uses it quite a lot. And what I want to try and do is that I want to sort of distress that edge up by quite a bit. And because it's on textured card, it sort of gives you I want to avoid those lines if I can. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. Maybe I want to go around with a bit darker. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use splatter. Just, I don't know whether to do it in a darker colour or whether to do it in this still. So I'm going to give it a go and see what it looks like. Let's just have a look. I think it might be. Might want to do a bit darker, I think. Yeah, I want to try a bit darker. So I'll try with my gathered twigs and see if I get a better. Let's just see. Now, I wonder if I could do that. Do it as a second. So all I'm doing really is just distressing the edges. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edge with my gathered twigs just to give that a bit of extra. Isn't it nice with that colour? First time I've used this sand dune. Miss P uses it a lot. Just going to do the back a little. And then I also want a couple of numbers, faded numbers though. Where's me? There it is. But just little ones. So I've picked this one, sort of like the italic ones, but I don't know. Take that off. Make sure that that's sort of straight. Oh yeah. I like that. Should we do a little bit more? A longer one maybe, like this one. I like this one. Let me just wipe that because it's really wet. I've been doing loads of stamping with my tidbits. Tidbits. Liking it. Probably won't see some of them, but never mind. Perhaps I should have done that after I put the card on. The next bit is to get this on in the right place. Now I want it to fit on the card, and I want to see those numbers that I've just stamped. So I think I want it about there. So I'm going to just glue that down in the right place. Maybe. Yeah. Out there. And then I'll glue it all up. I've been writing on this, look. Oh dear. Isn't it strange though? You've got a craft room full of paper, and every time you want to make a note, I can't find a piece of paper I want to write on. But in the bingo, on one of the bingo cards, I made a lovely little scrap notebook. Now then, where did we say? About there? Yeah. About there. That's not glued down at the top here. And I know I don't want to stick extra things in. Right, so I want to put one of these. Oh, and I've stuck it. How have I stuck that down? Obviously got it wet on something. Oh, that's a bit bummer. Anyway, we can disguise that. So I've got a couple of labels, but I do want to make I'm thinking of putting that there, and I'm thinking of putting this across here. Oh, no, I didn't want to go across that one. That looks better though, doesn't it? And then with this one, I'm probably just going to make, I don't know whether I like that there though. Trouble is it's blank. Ooh, what should we use? Because I'm thinking of just I could just do that. Don't need anything maybe. Or I could just stamp it with something. Let's pop that on. So all I've done with this, and I'll show you how I've done it if I can find another ticket. If I can find another ticket. But we'll just use this, doesn't matter that it's a different colour. So what I do to create this sort of ombre effect is I wipe from there. I've made that too dark actually. So I wipe from the top out to the edge and then just get lighter as I go round. And then I just do the edges flat on. So that's how we'd normally ink, is just flat onto the edge. Shall I show you again? So sort of half on, half off, but to the side, and then come in like that. So coming onto the paper. Whereas we'd normally ink flat onto the edge here and just tap the side of it. So that's how you'd normally ink around the edge. To get this sort of ombre, sort of do it, just tilt it a little bit in. Sort of at a 45-degree angle. Just to create this sort of ombre effect in the middle. And I like the effect, especially when you're doing grunge. It's quite nice. So that's how I've done that ticket there and these here. So I have inked everything. Let's just stick that one on. I need to do that, don't I, just a little bit, because I've got something on it. It sort of adds to it, to be honest. And then I'll just stick that on, because I know that I want that there, but I want something behind it, I think. Do I want something behind it? I think I do. I think I do. And I'm trying not to make this video so long. Not succeeding by the looks of it already. I didn't want to do too much sort of prepping, because it's sort of spoils the thing. It spoils the idea of the video, but anyway. And then I just want to pop that there. That's straight, I think. And what I'll do is I'll just trim that off there and off there. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. I'm liking it. Then what I'm going to do, I think, I was thinking of just using a little paper clip. A little one like this, and using a bit of string to attach them. I don't know. So I wanted to sort of put them on a bit of string. I wanted to put that around there, tie that up. Yeah. Tie that up and then attach it sort of here. Sort of quite like that look, and then just get another circle to go over the back, which is what I think I'll do. I've broken me 3/4 inch circle punch, so I'm going to have to cut them out. And then I'll have to do the same with the others. So you get plenty on there. Stick that where you want it on your rope. and then wiggle that one on there. We can trim it up in a bit, and then just squeeze them together to stay on. There we go. And then we're just gonna, because they're sort of, and then we're gonna add a couple more. I do use 2 stamps actually, would have been better, but didn't think so. Same with that one. I think we'll need another piece of that, so I'll just trim that out. And then I'll do the same with this one here. That's better. And then I just need the same thing to do again. So we need that one to be quite long, don't we? Because of that ticket being long. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to put this ticket higher up. Come on, I haven't got much more to do now. Make sure it's round the right way. Stick that onto there, and then stick that on. It's adding to the grunge of that label, my dirty fingers. That's it. And then we just colour those edges in. That's quite nice actually. Oh yeah, I like that. Just something a bit different. I just wanted to do a little something different. I quite like those long things. And then this one doesn't need to be as long because it's only a tiny ticket. So we're just going to tie that onto there. Bring that down to there as well. And then we're just going to put this ticket on, and I'm going to put this one on this way. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to put it on that way. Just because it's a little different and I want it to stick out a bit more. So stick it to your rope and then we'll glue that down to there. Let's just squeeze those in, make sure it's all attached. Get some dirty marks on the back and I'll just ink that up. There we go. So we've got a nice little clip there. Just have a look at it. I want it to go on this side, so I want these to face this way. Yeah, I don't want that to be the same size. Just put that on. And then we can attach that to this side here. There we go. And you've got a nice little tag down there, like that. Okay, and then all that's left to do is a bit of splatter everywhere, which I quite like. So I'm thinking I might do a blue splatter. Maybe. I've got my blue ink that I've been using for my blues. So I've got a splatter brush, but you don't need a splatter brush. You can use any thin sort of brush, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to stick a bit on my messy mat, which I have at the side of my desk here. And then I'm just going to get my splatter brush and just pick up some of that water and do some splatters. I don't think I've got enough water. I find this goes everywhere when I splatter. That's it. Oh, I like it. But it gives you nice spots, this one. And obviously the higher you are, the better. But you can do it with one of these brushes as well. So I'm just going to pick up some of that. And you can do it just as well with an ordinary. I want to splatter these. So we'll splatter what's left on there. Don't think it's working as well as it could. I get the splatter, but it's not going where I want it to go. And we'll let that dry just for a sec. And I'm just going to spray a little bit more water on my blue just to get a little bit of splatter on this, because I'll probably use it somewhere. Well, it's not splatter, it's dibby-dabby. Dibby-dabby. I love dibby-dabbying, because you never get the same results twice. I'm going to leave that to dry. I'll get another one because I've got it everywhere now. It's attached to everything because I didn't clear my desk as usual. So I've got it on everything. Okay. So that's a bit of splitter splatter. It's a bit of dibby dabby, as Miss P calls it. And yeah, I love it. I do. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And this was a stays on that I tried, but it was too dark for me. I didn't want that overly dark look on this. It's not quite dry, but that's splatter. What do you think? I like this. This is different way to do a little dangle. But I love that. So I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. So we can tick off our... I'm going to dry those whilst off camera. I'm going to tick off splatter because we have now done splatter. And then I'll see where we're going to go from there. Okay, so I've finished that off. I didn't realise I hadn't put an eyelet in. So I've put an eyelet in and I've made a blue ring. Now, I don't know, most people probably know how to make those rings. I love that. I think that's really cool. Considering there's no metal on it, you know, no eyelets or metal rings or anything, I actually think that's really cool. So I'm quite pleased with the way that came out. Anyway, to make your rings, if you want to match your projects, I don't know whether you probably do know how to do this. I use my scrap pieces like this, and I just make a load of holes. I can make some of these because, so you want to go fairly quite away because you've got to make 2 holes. So that's probably enough. I normally go all the way up. And then what I do is I get a 5/8 of an inch circle. You could make them bigger. This is just an ideal size. And then I just line it up in the middle, line my hole up in the middle and create these circles. I just thought I'd just share that with you in case all the newbies out there don't know how to do this. It's just a great way to incorporate them into your projects. And you can make patterned ones, you can do all sorts of things with them. But I find it quite an easy thing to do. Anyway, we will digress. So that was our end result for our splatter, which I'm really quite pleased about. This is the dry. So see how that has dried, and it's just beautiful. I absolutely love that. So it is worth doing, and that's just mopping up what I had left over. So again, you can do that on scrap pieces of card and use them in your projects, which I will definitely do with those. So we'll put that to one side because that's the splatter done. We're going to go on to detail now. Now detail, this is detail. You know, there's detail in that. You've got detail quite a detailed tag there. So you've got a dangle on there with some detail on. You've got colour, you've got fabric, you've got layers, you've got lots of little bits of stamping, you've got the splatter. It's all detail. So however you want to interpret the detail is up to you. I mean, you can use detail literally with words. So you could have detailed words, for instance, like let's just use a piece. Where's that card gone? Here. So if you had your words and you wanted to incorporate them into your projects, and you know, with the colour scheme, then that would be detail, by just putting your word on backing on a piece of card. That's, I would class that as a detailed piece of wording. So it all depends on how you interpret it. So what I wanted to do is create, I didn't want to do another tag, although I do feel a tag series coming on, because I'm quite enjoying doing these tags, and they all turn out lovely. So that might be something. Let me know if that's something that you'd want to do, is a tag series. You know, we could do a tag day and we could do 3 tags, or, you know, mass make. I don't know. Anyway, for this piece, so I've just backed some plainish. It's got a little bit of blue dye on it. I've edged it with the blue ink just to bring that in. And I used a 6x4 craft card. And I'm going to make it that way actually. I'm going to make a detailed, or add some extra detail to this. So what I want to do is very similar. I want to do a bit of splatter, do a bit of stamping, and then what I'm going to do is something that I don't do very often. I'm going to use dimension rather than, I normally always put my projects flat. It's not very often I use dimensional stuff, but just because this is a detail and I just want to add a different element into it, I'm actually going to make this a little bit more dimensional. So first off, we're just going to start with a bit of stamping, and I just want to do sort of a little bit here and there, and I'm just going to use my normal oh no, because I've got a bit of colour on there. I'm not really, am I bothered? Maybe I ought to dibby dabby a little bit. Just move that out of the way. So what I want to do here is I just want to get a little bit, and I want it straight. I want it sort of down the middle-ish, not in the corner. Yeah, that's perfect. Just a bit of inking on there. Wipe that off. And then I just want to do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Where's my, did I put it away? I've put it away. Which splatter shall we use this time? I do like that one because it's the biggest one. So I'm going to use a bit more of this, and I'm only really keeping to the same sort of, oh, that's better. I just want a bit here and there. It doesn't have to be. See, I'm in the splatter and stuff now. Yeah, anyway. Let me just go those and put those away so that I don't have to worry about that. I think I might still go around the edge with this, even though I've gone round with the blue, just to I've probably taken the blue away now, but I just want to I'll add some more blue in just a sec. Yeah, I like that. Let me just add a bit more blue because I'll forget, and I do want the blue aspect in there. So I just want to bring in, oh, not that much, but never mind. Oh, I don't know, that works. I over-inked a bit. Maybe I should do a bit of dibby-dabby with that. I think I'll do it as a secondary though, so it's not as light. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that so far. So that's that. We can do a bit of splatter, but I'll do that at the end, I think, just so that we're doing a little bit more. And then what I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to do circles. So I want to sort of make circles to come down the middle of here. And then I'm just going to put a word on it. And I think that'd make a nice little journaling card. Now, the thing is, when you're using it to do writing on the back, with the dimensional, this is why I don't use it very often, because I find that it is, I can't use my 3/4. I can use that one. Maybe I could do a bit of that as well. So I just want to get some circles. Okay, so I got myself in a bit of a mess. I made these and then thought about it, and I didn't like them on this background. And now I've made this background. I like this background, so I want to use it. So I did think it would go on this background, so I may do that at a later date. So what I've done is I've made them a bit more plainer using the same stamp. So I've just used the same colour card as this, and then I've just stamped on there. Okay, I've inked around them, so I don't know which I'm going to use yet. And then I've sorted out some bits to go on them, because I think it's probably the better way to do it. So I've got my two big ones. I'm only going to get two big ones on here, I think, there and there. Doesn't really matter where they go. I've stuck some little cushions on the back to raise them up a little bit. Okay, and then I found a few stickers which I'm going to use, methinks. So I'm just going to pattern them up a bit using what I've got. I'm trying to get these stickers off. There we go. So it doesn't really matter where it goes. I just want it to fill that bit there. We can cut the rest off. Yeah, quite like that. So that's pretty. And then for this one, I'm probably wanting to use a daisy. Daisy. But I want some greenery at the back of it, because what can I cut off? Let me just cut some of this off. And then I'll see if I can put that on the back first. There we go. So I want to stick this greenery on the side here. It doesn't have to be full. Trouble is, some of these stickers are shiny and some of them are matte. And I never know which side is which. These ones, there we go. And then I'll stick this about there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim around the circle. Okay. I just want an extra small ones. There we go. I think that's done. So I'll leave that to dry. I like that, do you? So that's a nice journal card. I think I'm going to round the corners. So once that's dry, when that I'll do that off camera. But I'll round the corners because it's a journal card. And yeah, so what's that one that we did? Detail, wasn't it? So when you think of all the detail that's in there's quite a lot. I need to put a word on there as well, here or here. And I'll do that in just a sec. So when I come back and it's dry, you'll see the end result. I hope you like that. I've really thoroughly enjoyed making that. Okay, so that's the finished result. There we have that with the splatters on. I put the wording on afterwards. That looks really crooked and I can't do anything about it. Let me see if I can push it up a bit. Because that's terrible. Okay, that's better. I put the wording on and I backed it on some of that light blue card. And then I didn't need to do a little bit of splatter again, but it's all dry now. So I'm really pleased with that. After I put the wording on, though, I realised I couldn't do my corners, but I'm not too fussed because I could use that as a pocket or a topper. So it's quite versatile, so I'd be able to use that. I also then, while I had the white paint out, decided that I'd splatter that with a bit of white as well, and I like that even better now. So they're two lovely makes so far. Next up is going to be metals, and I've decided I'm going to do a little photograph thing, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've got an idea, so I've got some little bits together. I've got all my metal bits together there. And yeah, I just need to make this really quickly because we're running out of time on the video, and I've still got, after this one, another two to do. So I'm going to be quick, so I'll get on with it. So I've distressed this, and unfortunately I need to ink. So I'm just going to ink this, and I just want to make some what do I want to do? Oh, I'll think of it in a sec. It's because I'm trying to rush. Isn't that silly? I don't know. Anyway, it's sandpaper. That's what I'm after. So I have a little dauber here, and I'm just going to create that there and create that there. I just want to aid the photograph a little bit. So I want to just rub some of this edging off. Okay. I just sort of want to rub it on the photograph in the darker areas, just to give that a bit of I need a new bit, I think, for me. And I don't buy these, I just cut them out. I just do circle ones of them and cut them out. So I'm going to stick that onto there, like so. So this is just going to be a little bit of ephemera bit. It can be a tuck, or it can be anything you want it to be, I suppose. Let's see what it turns out like first. So I want to do it with a bit of edge because I need my cutter. I should have thought about it beforehand, but I didn't. So we'll just get on with it. So doing that at 2 3/4 and just a smidge over 3.5. Okay, and I am going to want a little piece to wrap around so that I can add a dangle. So I just want that piece there. So we'll do that. So first off, I'm just going to stick you down. I've had time to fill my glue up, so it's running quite freely at the moment. I don't know where I had these photos from. I'm just going to line that up so that it's equal. I want these two pieces here to roll back and stay there. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and I've got this little letter. I'm going to glue this flap down because I don't want it to open. I just want it as part of the decoration, and I was just thinking of popping that there with this little date here. So we'll stick those down. Oh, actually first I want to do some eyelets in the corners. So I want to go there. I want to go there. I'm eyeballing this and I shouldn't really. I want to go there, and I want to go about there, and then I'm just going to stick some dark coloured eyelets in for my metal. It won't take a sec. I love using eyelets for things. I was a bit high on that one. Okay, so we've already got a little bit of metal on. Then I'm going to stick, you'll have to go there, won't you? Oh, I suppose it doesn't look too bad, does it? Yeah, let's stick that down before I change my mind. I haven't got time to change my mind today. Okay. And then I just want to add that just above that one there to go across there. There's a little bit of decoration. Then I wanted to add this little brad. That's not in the right place, but I've stuck it now, so you're going to have to deal with it. Okay, let's just, you could sort of distress this other piece of card as well, to be honest. You could also stitch around it. That would actually look nice. Stitched. And then I think I want, so what I want, that's way too big. Something's not straight. That and that maybe. I don't want it too far down because I'm going all over. Yeah, see, I like the distressing, but it needs to be over there. Needs to be over here. And then what I want to do is I want to get this and fold it. And I sort of want to put it there, like so. But I want to nip those corners. Yeah. Nip them on the other side as well. You need to ink it before you're going to forget. it's going over that ink at that side. Do this one as well. Okay, so I want that over and I want that like so. And what I want is, oh, can't do it like that. It probably doesn't need to be that big, to be honest. Oh, I've even got white paint on this, look. I've got it everywhere. I think I'm going to have to glue that on, otherwise it's going to not work for me. So I want that on there. Yeah, like that is enough, I think. Then what I want to do is I want to make an eyelet. There. But I also need another one. There. Yeah. So I'm going to put one in first, which is going to be there. Why have I done that off kilter? Oh dear. It's rushing, isn't it? It's not paying attention. And then that gets glued, but I'm going to have to move that because I can't live with that. I'm going to have to move it across just a tad. Yeah, see, it's completely off. See if I can fix it. Might be able to just. No, it's still way off. It's way off. Let's see if that'll fix it. That's not too bad now. And if I make it any wider, can you? Can you just come over just a smidge more? Come on. You know you want it. Okay, let's get that in. It's still off kilter just a little, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just making a little tab for there. So I want that to go up like so. Have I really got white paint all over the back of there? Then what I've got here is a little Tim Holtz label with a little metal love, and I'm just going to pop that on a ball pin through that loop there, but I want it so that it's at the front. There we go. And now it's at the front. Okay, and then the last bit of metal that I'm going to put in is a little brad with a heart. Now where do I want to put it? I think I am going to stick it there. So I'm just going to, let's find the middle. So the middle's about there. Okay. So I want that to go through there. That will fit. I want them to go through there. That to go through there. And then I'm going to just open that up at the back there. And then what I do with the back of that, especially because I've marked it as well, is cover that whole thing as a journal spot or whatever you wanted. Or even you could use that as a pocket, a little tuck pocket. But that's cute. I really like it. I mean, it's got as much metal as I can actually put on it. It's got a brad, it's got two charms, it's got eyelets, it's got a ball pin. So yeah, I quite like the way that that's come out. I think I wish I'd have had more time with it, to be honest. I think I could have made it look a lot better. I think I would have stitched around, and yeah, there would have been a few other things that I would have done with it. But that's the idea behind it. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. I'll cross off my metal as done. And then we're going to go on to highlight or collage in the next one. So I will see you in a while. So for now, I'm going to do highlight. I've prepped a piece of sort of off-white card, and I've texture pasted it and dried it, just as a topper really, but it could be anything. I could make that into a pocket or an envelope or whatever it is that I want to do with it. But for highlight, I mean, highlight is a bit like detail. It can be anything, I mean, just going around that word is highlighting the word. Going around the edges is highlighting the edges. So I didn't quite know what to do. So I thought, well, we'll do a little bit of mixed media since I haven't done any in ages. So this might not go well, but we'll see. I mean, I'm going to need water, aren't I? So I'll just move over and get that. And I don't know why this stains. I do wipe it. So first off, I just want to create sort of a bit of, I'm only using what's on my desk. I've used sort of, it's like a right mucky brown, this. But I do quite like it, this gathered twigs. It's actually quite nice. So I just want to sort of make some sort of, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to do here, but we'll go with it and see, because I'm quite liking it. I just want to sort of put that in there a bit and see if I can get that running down. Would be better off doing this with spray, but I don't get the spray out. It goes everywhere. So I just sort of want some sort of light colour in this. I've used watercolour card as well for this. And I'm just going to sort of join that up there. I quite like a bit down here. I'm just going to sort of muckily colour it in. Just a bit. I am using quite a tiny brush actually. I've had to put two of these pieces together because I thought I'd got a watercolour pad, but I haven't. And then I sort of just want to just to splatter a little bit of that colour over there. Then I'm going to get my dibby dabby going. I've got my tags somewhere. Just to dab this up a bit. I love dibby dabby. Just love it. It just saves you sort of having to clean up and waste the colour really. I'll just pop that there to dry and I will just wipe that off as best I can. Don't know what that is. Oh, I can't wait for my nails to grow again. Driving me mad. And then I'm going to do some blue. Now I sort of want a really watered down blue and I want a really dark blue. So I'm going to do it in 2 places, and then I'm going to water this one down quite a lot, and then this one just a bit. I think I might need more water. And then with this watered down bit, I'll do some splatter, but then I just want to bring some of the blue into this and see what we get. I want to go over some of this texture. See that gathered twigs has got yellow in it because it goes green. I don't mind that though. And then I just want to bring that sort of around in different places over this texture here. Try and get a bit of darker colour going on in places. Just to highlight some of this. I do want some of the negative space to stay as well, so I'm not too... I think we'll leave it there. You can see this here, really nice actually. If anything, I want it darker in some other places, especially there and down here. And all I'm using is distress inks and oxides and water. That out. I just want to do some white while I've got some white left, just because that seems to be the theme today. Well, it's not actually white, it's gone blue, but just give that just gonna give that a bit of, when it's wet, because it'll lighten it up in places. There we go. Cool. And then I can wash that out in a bit. I'll wash that out in a little while. Okay, so we now have that. I'm just going to dry it. Okay, so it's all dry, and I've got this little swirl of and I just want to see if I can get a decent enough coverage. This is where I ruin it because of the texture paste. But hey-ho, we do what we can. I sort of want it that way. Do I want it that way or that way? I sort of want to just do it here. I'll try and give it a good... Oh no, that's worked. Surprising. So I'm going to turn that round and do that this way. On top of it. Unfortunately, I've made it quite dark down here. So, yeah, you can't see it as much. But it's there. It's there. You get the gist. So, I'm just sort of, I don't know, just trying to get as much highlighting as possible. So, next bit, I think I'm going to pick a centerpiece. Now, I did think that I wanted sort of this sort of collage type thing here. But underneath it, I want some strips of paper. So I've made some strips. I don't really know whether... see, the blue's wrong now, isn't it? on, but I don't suppose it really matters. I wonder if I should use, see, that would go okay. And I'm just going to tear the ends. See if I've got some other light bits that I can just go on top of each other. Just to, I want to come over as far as possible. And then I want some down here. There's a little bit. Yeah, I might have to just tuck that in behind something. So what I'm trying to do is just create an area. Oh, this is nice, but it's a bit dark. I do like it, actually. I think it enhances the other colour a bit better. I don't want to go up. I think we've got enough there, and I want some negative space. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got some other bits here. Let's get these glued in. I'm going to need to ink, unfortunately, but I will try and get as much done as I can quickly. I don't need to do all of it, do I? Just want to take off those bits, the white bits. Where it'll hit. Yeah. So let's stick as we go. I just, if I use this, yeah. So I'm going to need to ink that as well, aren't I? Okay, let's start sticking. Otherwise we could be here all day. So I sort of want this one. Ugh. It's all or nothing with this glue. I probably don't need that as high as I think I do, so I'm just going to put that there. Then, where's my other piece gone? There. There. And maybe this, because it's a slimmer bit. And I think this is unsticky, but I'll just stick it, I think, rather than try and find out. Yeah, there. And then I think from this one, I'll go there, cut some of that off actually, just tear some of that off. And I think I'll go out there, this light one, can go there, and then we can stick another piece of this on at the bottom. Yeah, need it inking. Okay, so we sort of got a design going there. I don't know. I quite like it. It's not too bad. But then if I put this a bit lower, I could have this here. The trouble is I don't really like that one. But then this is the wrong colour now, isn't it? Well, I don't know. That's quite nice. What do you think of that? And then if I put this sort of, it needs to go this side really. And then we can put this side. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to pop that down first. I'd pop that there, did we say? Then this one. Yeah. Then this little tidbit, I think we'll put that there. Oh, I didn't ink it. And then if I just ink this really needs to be cardboard, but it is what it is. Am I doing the wrong one? Yeah. Oh dear, I will finish this card if it kills me today. Actually, the next one is collage, so a collage, and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to do like a master journal card. And then this, actually, see, if this had been card, we could have actually put this stood up like that so that we could have put things behind it. In fact, I'm going to pop it there. I'm just going to bend those wings up a bit. I know I'll put some, but I want to put some bits behind it. So maybe a bit of this. I've got a smaller piece of this somewhere. Have I got it? There it is. Yeah, see, I like that. Just give it a bit of an ink, just to take the starkness of the cream off, really. And then just give it a few dots here and there of glue, especially on the ends and outer edges, like that, under there. There we go. Maybe. Can't do it on the bottom, unfortunately. So I'm thinking of just a little bit of muslin up here, just for the height. So I just want to get that stuck down before I glue the rest of that down. And then if I just use this, I can just tuck that in around there. Bring it down here. I think that'll do. And then I've just got a number, which I think I'm going to put here. So it literally is just a topper. But we could use it for lots and lots of things. And I'm sure I'll be putting it somewhere in my... That's way not straight. I need to lift it up. There we go. So it's a shame that's not cardboard, because I would have left that up. Oh, I tell you what I could do though. I could use a couple of those foam pads. Just to stick it so that it's not completely flat. One there. One there. One there. Oh, I'm trying to put it on the wrong way. One there. And one under here. It'll just help a bit, and it'll just give it a bit of dimension. Oh, this doesn't like glue. There we go. go. It just lifts the wings just a little bit off there. Like I said, it would have been better if it had been card. So we've highlighted quite a bit. I love that. I think that's really cool. So I don't know what I would use it for at the moment, but it could actually be a topper of some sort. It could actually be, we could turn that into an envelope pocket on a page. We could do lots of things with that. So I'm quite happy with the way that came out. I'm liking it. I think that's really cool. That hasn't stuck down. Did I peel it off? No, I didn't. I didn't peel it off. Let's peel that off. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, liking that. I need a bit of glue here just to stick those up there. Oh, cool. So yeah, I'm liking that. I think that's highlighted quite a lot of things on there. I don't know if that's a real depiction of highlight, but that's my depiction. So let me know what you think. I'm really loving this. My desk is a complete and utter mess. And we have one more left to do, which is going to be, which is collage. So I'm just going to tick off that we have done our highlight and we just have collage left to do. So I'm going to just do, what am I going to do? I'm going to do a collage journal card. So I think what I'll do is I'll use one of my 6x4s and we'll just literally just collage it really, really quickly. We all know how to collage. And yeah, we all know how to do a bit of collage. I think that's what we'll do. That's a bit grungy, isn't it? Yeah, let's use a few a bit of light colours, I think. Light colours. Let's glue them as we go, shall we? Could do some book page. That's a good idea. Book page. Just going to do a quick bit of collaging. Don't mind if I go over the edges. And I'm not going to ink either. So let's just get these on as a start. Oh, that one's nice though. It's nice and light. And I've inked it. So we're just going to do a quick one of these just so that we can call bingo today. So I'm just going to go over there, get this bit on. Over there, pop this one on. Oh, I'll show you those tags as well, because we've done mixed media a lot today, with splatters and everything. I just need some other little bits. I'll bring that blue in, I think, down there. Okay. And then one last piece. What can we use? Let's use a bit of that. Yeah, because we can fill the middle in with some sort of collage design, I'm sure. So it's just a quick bit of collage there. We will trim that up. So I'll just trim it around the back in a bit once we've decided what we're doing. Let's just move that out of the way. Let's try and use, I really don't like the cream on that. I stamped them on cream card thinking that it would be better than white, but I'm not keen at all. So what shall we do? Let's use the butterfly. because there's blues on it. But let's put some other bits on it first. Let's just put some other bits on it first. What can we use today? Got this out. It's a bit big though, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to use that. I'll use a bit of this because that will incorporate something into it. And maybe some flowers. What about flowers? Have I got any in my tray rather than me going hunting? I've got these, but they're sort of, I mean, I could cut it. Sort of have one coming out of there. Let's just see what that'll look like. So we could have one coming out of there. Have a bit of that. I'm going to cover all those blue up there, aren't I? And then we could have this one coming out over here. And do you know what? That'd probably do it. Do you think? I like the bigger butterfly there. And then we could have just some sort of little bits maybe. Just making it up as I go along. See what we've got. So I've got a little blue label there, which I could bring down here. Don't like that round now. I like that though. Yeah. No, I don't like that there. I like this. And maybe just a word. Maybe we just need a word. Oh, I wonder on my envelope. I'm trying to get in it. No, I want something meaningful, I think. So we'll pick a word off the sheet. Shall we do white? Or no, we'll do black because of the butterfly. It's got black on it. Have we got any of that blue left? Or what about this? No, it's too busy. Just need something plain. Here we go. Got a little bit of blue there. Let's just have a look if we can make some word up. Keep moving forward. That's been the objective today, because this has been a long video. I can't believe actually how long it takes to think things through. I didn't do that very straight, did I? Oh dear, that didn't go very well. Never mind, we only need it highlighting really, don't we? Just a little bit of a border. Oh God, I'm dreadful at this. Do you know whether I want something at the top here? That's awful. That probably isn't much better. I want something at the top here. Where did that circle go? No. 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 Okay, I think we're done. I think that's as much as we can get done today. So I think we'll glue that down and then we can call it all done. So I'm going to glue this on. Shame about those blue flowers actually. Yeah. And then glue this one on. I think that's not my butterfly. Where's my butterfly gone? Is it my butterfly? Yeah, it is my butterfly, sorry. So I want that to come about here. Okay, we want that on. So I'm just going to put some blobs around the edges. Okay. Where was that? That's going to go there. So, shall I have it at the top? No, I'll have it there. Yeah. There we go. Glue this bit on. Luckily all these are inked. I quite like that up there actually. Sort of half on and half off that blue. That's nice. And then this is the last piece. And I don't want this sticking up. Only because yeah, a bit similar to the last one we did really, isn't it? But that's quite cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm just, actually, I won't cut it with that. I'll just cut it with the scissors, even though I know I can't cut straight. But this card is actually quite thick to follow down. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just going to ink that. And then we can call it a day. How cool. So we could actually use this as a journal card. But it is a collage. There. So I'm just going to have a quick tidy up and then I'm going to come back and show you the final 5 pieces. Bear with. Okay, so we finally can call bingo after all that time. This is the only piece from today that I'm a little disappointed in, only because I think I could have done a little bit more to it. I could have, sewn around the edge and I could have just made it a little bit more antique looking. So I'm a little disappointed in that one, but I still quite like the concept of it. And this was my metal from today. We use plenty of it. We've used brads, charms and eyelets and a ball pin. So we covered the section, but that's the only one that I'm actually disappointed in. This was my first one and I love this. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I love the dangle on the paper clip, which is quite cute. We did this to do splatter, believe it or not. We went to a lot of trouble to create a bit of splatter, but I love the result. It's got splatter on it. So I'm quite liking that one. That's maybe my favourite piece. I'm not sure yet. Then we did this one, which was detail. And I wanted to bring this up just to, give it the extra detail that warrants detail. But detail can, like I said earlier, can be in anything. If you highlight an area, such as the edges of your page, that's detail. If you go around your words, it's detail. So I don't know. That's my concept on it. But I quite like the look of that. I'd probably use the concept again because I quite like it. But again, we've got lots of splatter. So again, we could use detail, we could use splatter, we could use highlight, and we could use a collage. It's all there. So that's that one. Then we did this mixed media piece. I'm absolutely thrilled with this. I love this effect, and it's not something I tend to do very often. But I do actually like the effect that it's given on there. We lifted the wings up with a little bit of foam just on the ends there, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And which one was this? This was highlight, and I think we did. We highlighted lots of things in this. We've got some texture paste. We've got lots of mixed media going on there, lots of textures, lots of layering. I think we did quite a nice job. So I quite like that one. And then our last but not least was our collage, which I'd probably use as a pocket. Could make it into an envelope. Could do lots of things with it really. Could just use it as a journal card. I haven't splattered this one. Shall we splatter it while I've still got some left? We may as well. Everything else has been splattered. It does actually give it so much more dimension, doesn't it, when you splatter? And I'm absolutely loving all my pieces. If I had to pick a favourite, it would be, which one would it be? It's a toss-up between this one and this one, and I like them both. I definitely do this again, and I do like the tag, but I do love the paint and the texture on there as well. So, there we go. So we managed it, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed doing the bingo cards. It's been great. It's kept me awake in respects to with thinking about what to do. And and we've created some fabulous videos. So I hope you got something out of it all. We do have another one coming up for March, not bingo, but another challenge. And that's going to be quite a nice change as well. And we're going to be using a beautiful kit called Beautiful Blues from Mandy at Sunflower and Dors. So watch out for that. So I hope you'll join us in the next one for March, and I hope you've actually enjoyed your February with us with our bingo cards. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed some of the makes at least, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm actually going to be using all of my blues in my journals from the series of junk journaling for beginners. So take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.